Evening, everybody. It's 6:17 on this Tuesday evening, November the 28th, and this is your closing comment, video number 1990. It was a split day today. There really wasn't much going on. Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P were all up less than 3/10, and again, the Russell and the transports were lower. We had a pretty crappy 7-year auction. We had consumer confidence come in down, and last month's also revised down. They were looking for 102.6, came in at 100, and last month's was revised from 102 down to 99 and change. We had a bunch of earnings today. Workday with a beat closed 237.33, up $1.50. After the earnings came, it got as high as 254. The last 253.05. That's up 17.22, 7.6%. Intuit also a beat. Uh, Closed 565.70, up 384. Was down as low as 551, then up as high as 580. Closed pretty much in the middle, 567.01, up 578, so about $2 better than where it closed regular. Crowd Day also with a beat, but must have had a little bit of squishy guidance. It closed 212.35, up 228. It got down to 200 and then back to 210 last, 210.65, up 63 cents, so down about $1.50 from the close. NTAP, closed today 78.11, up 2 cents, and on the earnings got all the way up to 86.63 last, 86.30. So right on the high, practically up 8.18 or 10.5%. And this morning, Pinduoduo, PDD, also with a beat. It closed 117.72 yesterday. Closed today 139.93, or got as high as 139.93, closed 139.68. So also right on the high, up just short of $22 or 19%. We also had, Tesla is supposed to be having a delivery event on Thursday of the first Cybertruck. It's been up. It's up about 20% for the month, and 4.5% of that came today when it closed 246.72, up 10.64. So pretty decent. Now, there were two little ones that I want to mention here. One is Cabaletta, CABA, and the second is Graycell, GRCL. Both of these have approved drugs for T cell, and T cell. Their drug is called TCAR. The problem with this is that the FDA is now getting reports about malignant T cells, some lymphoma, etc. There are other companies that are involved in this, but they're the big guys. CABA closed 1870 yesterday. This morning was 1890 before the news hit. Then it traded down to $9.55, and the last on it is 1331. That's down 539 or 28%. Graycell, GRCL, closed 540, traded down a little this morning to 529. Then when this news hit, it went down to 380. It came back a little bit more than CABA. The last is 449, down 91 cents. Novartis and Gilead both are involved with this drug, but they were both down, you know, less than 0.2% for both of them. As far as commodities go, the grains were a bit higher today, except corn being down again. Oil was up 76.41, up $1.55. As you can see tonight, it's trading up another 20 cents. We had nat gas down about 11 cents. It's down another 4 cents tonight, but the big moves were in the gold. The gold closed 2040 up 27.60. I wrote this up at length in this week's letter, the gold and the silver. I think that they're going to break out. I'm not sure that this is going to be the time, but it looks awfully good. That chart is really a classic. And if you look at the gold on a monthly or quarterly basis, you know, the chart is a textbook of breakouts, pullbacks, consolidations, further breakouts, further pullbacks to the point of the breakout. We need to move over 2089 in the gold and a close over 26 to get the silver going. It closed 25.30 up 26 cents, and tonight is 25.45, and that's up another 15 cents. Bitcoin was up 16.75. It is tonight. It is down 295, back at 38,590. I was also looking for a pullback here, but I'm also very bullish on the Bitcoin and the Ethereum. The dollar was down 45 cents, and the bonds, which are up 7/32 tonight, were up about 3/8 of a dollar during the day today. Tomorrow, before the open, we have the mortgage index at 7:30. We have the second estimate of Q3 GDP, looking for 4.9 versus the prior, which was 4.9. The deflator, looking for 3.8. The prior was 3.5. At 8:30, we also have October advanced international trade goods balance, October advanced retail inventories and wholesale inventories, and then generally a market mover at 2 o'clock. We have the Fed's beige book. You know, I have to say, all of this stuff trying to second guess the Fed is really taken to the extreme on a day like today, where you get one idiot saying that they acknowledge that the policy rate could be lowered if inflation continues to fall. But he went on to add inflation if inflation continues to decline. There is no reason for rates to remain high. Then another Fed governor comes out a little while later, and he's also an FOMC voter, said in an offset kind of to that rate cut excitement, uh, Governor Bowman said the probability of a 25% rate cut at May 2024, pardon me, I'm sorry. Governor Bowman said that she noted today in her speech that she would support raising rates if data shows progress on inflation has stalled or is insufficient to bring inflation back to 2%. Inflation is not going to be back to 2% until 2025 in any sustained way. So, you know, one says jump, the other says how high. Neither of them can make up their minds. All right, folks, I'll be back first thing in the morning with an opening comment.